In a massive game of Mafia, I have spread 200 players onto 4 giant mansions. They will all be assigned a secret role with a specific goal. The rules are simple. Civilians will have to maintain peace, and the Mafia will have to kill everyone without getting caught. But here is the twist. Within those 4 mansions, some residents are the wealthy owners, while the rest are maids and butlers working to keep the place running. If they fail their duties, they will be fired and kicked out. It will be up to the players to write the story of this video. Will they survive, or will the Mafia kill all of them? Pick a side and get ready for chaos. This is Minecraft Mafia. If you want to be in the advance of this one, make sure to subscribe and join my Discord in the description. Day 1 was a beautiful day in the middle of fall. The sun was shining on the mansions. Inside, the rich families were getting ready for breakfast, but let me introduce you to them. There are 4 rich families: the Blackwells, the Hefes, the Vandermeels, and the Goodwins. The families are quite large, having extensive family trees, but each one of them is led by one person who is the head of the family. For the Hefes here, it is I Am Maker who runs the place. He's currently standing on the table waiting for his servants to bring him breakfast. I know, quite interesting.
And then I want all of you to get known to Ultimates, because we need as much loyalty and as much information from our workers as possible.
At each estate, most residents are employees. You see, to run those massive houses and serve the rich families, they all had maids and butlers at their services. Currently, each estate was delivered supplies containing food and such. The butlers were moving those supplies to their kitchens. After that, they had a staff meeting where the head butlers were explaining everything to the rest.
If you receive 3 strikes in total, you are fired. No questions asked. If I get multiple complaints and you do something that could not be forgiven, there is a chance that I will fire you on the spot. Don't try to hide anything from me. I will find out sooner or later. Do you understand?
Yes, understood.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Things are strict out there. They all instantly got to work preparing food and cleaning the house. Look at you all doing the great work. Do you guys get paid enough for this?
I don't think we get paid.
Oh.
Hey, get back to cleaning,
back to
guys.
work.
This house is
Get back to
filthy.
work.
I don't pay you for nothing. Actually, I don't pay them. They're voluntary workers.
Intern.
The head of the families then were pretty busy right away, attending meetings or organizing things. You see, they are all business owners. That means that they have a lot of work running important businesses that sometimes were not too legal.
Welcome to our pharmaceutical
Yes.
production.
Oh!
This server is based on a game called Mafia. To explain it shortly, soon everyone will be given a role that they will have to keep secret. Each role has its own special ability, but we'll talk more about those later. The 2 main roles are civilians, people with no specific abilities that have to figure out who the Mafia are, and Mafia, players who have to kill everyone without getting caught. Every morning a vote is organized where the civilians can vote out people to be eliminated. This is how the civilians try to eliminate the Mafia players. For now, let's get back to what was going on in the mansions. The separation between the families and their employees were always very present. Most families had luxurious bedrooms and living spaces when their employees had very small bedrooms living their own dedicated section of the property, which sometimes caused some of the employees to not be so happy with their employers, creating more and more distance in between them.
You see this painting? This painting, it costs more than most people make in a lifetime. It's not just art, it's a statement. It's unique. It's irreplaceable.
Oh no.
It's a true piece of history.
No.
You can't put a price on something like this. It's funny, isn't it? We live in such a grand mansion filled with treasures, but for breakfast I'm fed dried kelp.
Raw muffin.
Suit, you're the head of the bar, and you couldn't even manage to provide me with a water bottle. Blackwell, we deserve better. Fix it. Both of you. Immediately. Thank you.
Yeah, the employees were not always treated the best, but there was an exception: the Goodwins. The head of the family is a rich businessman called Shuf, who made sure that their employees were treated in the best conditions. They were treated with the most of respect, the same as any members of the family, and even had their own house to live in. At the Vendor's Mill estate, Galaxy, the head of the family, was just having a meeting with a couple people when a mysterious invisible player sneaked in the back door.
But I do appreciate your warning. I really do. So, thank you. Whoa, 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 whoa! Where does he go?
This player role is the hitman. Each day the hitman is given a target. If they fail to kill the person they're assigned to, they die themselves. For the Vandermill family, that was pretty shocking. The gun resonated in the entire house. Galaxy thought this was an attempt at assassinating him. He held a little speech and tried to reassure the people in the room.
Everybody, be calm. This is no mistake. If that wasn't a direct attempt at my life, it was an attempt to scare me. They can continue to scare us, but at the end of the day, they are nothing but slimy, and we will step on them like the insects that they are.
This unfortunately was not the end of the violence for this day. The sun was starting to set and the moon was full. The Mafia had plans, sent 2 of their members armed and invisible to kill people in the night. The Mafia was led by multiple individuals who kept themselves very discreet. One of the most powerful of them was Maker, the head of the Jefes. But the true head of the Mafia was someone no one would suspect, someone who led everything from the shadows. Tonight, those 2 members drank their invisibility potion, loaded their weapons and went out. They ran on the street and made their way to the Goodwin's estate. Once they entered the main gate, they took the first pass on the left, making their way to the house where all the employees of the Goodwins lived. None of them were left alive. At the start of day 2, what had happened last night was all over the news. Some players had heard rumors and the Blackwell published it in their newspaper. Everyone gathered at the Blackwell mansion in the hall, where I told everyone what had happened yesterday. The Forage families all gathered on the right side of the mansion and their employees on the left side. They all started to debate about who might be the killer. This was the first day, so not much was known anyway. Apart from what had happened at the Vandermills with the assassination, some of their employees watched the hitman escape and apparently managed to see his username when the invisibility ran out. All the suspicions were on a player called Commander J, a member of the Blackwell family.
He's probably from your house, isn't he?
That is the conclusion that we feel like is most likely, yes.
I need a list of everyone in your house.
Once everyone was done voting, we executed everyone who had more than 5 votes against them, mostly innocent players, but Commander J got voted out. And he was in fact the hitman. Some people died yesterday night and this morning. The vibe of everyone was different. Things felt a lot more dangerous and people were suspecting other all over the place. In the middle of all of that, I decided to give my girlfriend a gun. She started robbing people, but politely.
Where is nobody? Where's nobody?
Over here in the room.
Okay. Okay, this is the robbery! Give me all your stuff!
Yo!
That's everything.
Okay, you can go now, thank you. Okay, give me your stuff, It's robbery, go! Drop it! Yeah, more! You have more! I know it! Okay, thank you.
Did she really steal every single thing those people own and said thank you? Talking of Nettie, her role was the matchmaker. The player with this role is able to make 2 people fall in love with each other. When 2 players are in love, their lives are intertwined, meaning that if one dies, the other follows. Nettie decided to put together Soar and Rainbow Tilly. Soar is the head of the maze at the Jefes, and Tilly is one of the maids that work there. Now, what is interesting is that Soar is also Mafia, meaning that instead of just surviving to win, now they both have to be the last ones alive. Quite a hard task for Soar to turn on the Mafia and kill everyone, but we'll see. At least for now, they were hanging out together.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. Hello.
Hello, Gonzalo.
You're trespassing.
Oh, we're
yeah,
just
this is part of our domain.
I'm showing Ren.
Just notice us next time.
Yes. After
I'm terribly sorry. Sorry for the intrusion.
I thought he would be nicer. look at the view.
Oh, wow.
I brought you here because I have something that I need to tell you.
Yeah.
I may or may not lead the Mafia. Sort of, maybe, slightly.
Sorry, you do what?
Yeah, but things are different now. Things
Okay.
are, we'll make it work.
Yeah.
I'll protect you.
Well, thank you. Mafia or not, I'd still want to be up here with you.
As we're used to, the head of the families were very busy like every other day. Galaxy was attending a funeral for the person who was killed yesterday. All the vendor mill and their employees were gathered outside. Right when this was over, Galaxy headed at the Hefe's estate for a meeting with Maker and Amir. You know, the casual rich men talking together.
I do find it interesting that of the 4 families in this community, only 3 of them sit at this table today, and it seems a regular theme that one of them has been excluded. Goodwin family finds themselves mysterious, I will say, and it is worth keeping a seeing eye on them and their actions.
While all of that was happening, the Mafia was at work. You see, yesterday they killed all of the maids of the Goodwins, and that pissed Shuf. He was now set on figuring out who is responsible for that and making them pay. He gathered all of his men and they started looking into who might have killed their maids. The Mafia boss was aware of all of that and had a special ability that comes with his role. He is able to use dirt on anyone, forcing them to go kill someone for him. The boss is this man called Suit. He works at the bar for the Blackwells, keeping it low and learning everyone's secrets over a drink. Suit requested for Sucker, another Mafia, to come to the bar. When no one was around, he passed him a book and a weapon for him to deliver to the gardeners of the Goodwins, a man called Nick C. Sucker made his way there, broke the window and dropped the goods. Nick picked up everything and opened the book.
Hello, Nixie. You've piqued our interest. With a lot of information coming my way, I've found a lot more out about you. Therefore, I'm going to give you 2 options. Option 1. With this book comes a gun. I'm asking you to use this gun to kill Choof 123. The Mafia see him as a massive threat to us. Or option 2, we leak everything. You have until tonight.
Someone here? Dank.
Yes?
Did the gardener book an appointment?
No, he did not.
Okay, please get me Gunkus quickly and tell the gardener to wait. What's up, Nick? I was expecting you, honestly. I saw you coming.
Dude, I'm sorry, but it's nothing personal, man. They have stuff on me. They have stuff on me.
Well, good job. 1 down. I'm good. You were perfect. Did Dank send you here?
Shuf survived. One of his men called Gunkas saved him by shooting Nick just in time. Gunkas is the sheriff. His role allows him to have a gun at all times. He can shoot whenever he wants under one condition. If the person he kills isn't Mafia or working for the Mafia, he dies himself. Quite a dangerous job, I know. Shuf saw this coming. Knowing he wasn't supposed to see Nick today, he managed to get Gunkas to him in time. But this was too close. But they live another day. It was night again. The Mafia were going to kill more people today. Same as yesterday, 2 players went out. They loaded their weapons and made their way to the vendor mill's estate. There, they went up the stairs and entered the room of some of the family members. After all the killing, it was the turn of another role to play. Shuf is the agent. His role allows him to send a message to any other role at night. He decided to send this message to the detective. Speaking of him, it was his turn to play. The detective can investigate 1 player a night and know what their role is. Taking Shuf's advice, Galaxy checked Maker, and it was revealed to him that he was Mafia. After that, everyone went to sleep for the night. On the morning of the 3rd day, like the day before, everyone gathered at the Blackwells for the morning votes. The people gathered and started discussing who could be Mafia.
Yesterday there was an attempt on my life. Someone came to my house
Over
and
there.
I survived.
When I was online.
If you guys are wondering how I survived a mafia encounter, it's because the sheriff saved me. Remember yesterday, sheriff
Who did the
successful
sheriff
shot? The sheriff killed
sheriff
my
can
gardener.
save?
How could I have this information if it didn't happen to me? So that makes me safe. Second of all, yes, I have my suspicions on Maker. Maker, I'm sorry. I'm just suspicious of you, man.
After 10 minutes of yapping, the votes were locked. A player called Nujo was voted out. He was innocent. Some old man got voted out, also innocent. And a player called Hexif. He was Mafia, and one of the killers who went out on the first days. This was a little win for everyone, but there was still plenty of Mafia members among them. Today was going to be a busy day for the Blackwell family. First, Amir had a meeting with Shuf, who wanted to speak with him.
Today also, I expect an attempt on my life, just like yesterday. I'd like for you to send someone from your family, someone I can trust, to stay with me, to observe what I've been doing, and to witness the probable attack that's gonna happen on my life.
After his meeting with Shuf, Amir headed downstairs and gathered all the employees. Today they were hosting a ball, where every rich family were invited, and a special VIP was coming, who is a business partner of Amir. Everything had to be perfect for his arrival.
Tonight, we are hosting a ball with a very special guest in attendance. This event requires everything to be perfect. Every one of you plays an important role in maintaining this household. I now call upon Sawyer and Zacharias to stand beside me. Sawyer, you've worked diligently, and for that, you are recognized. And Zacharias, this moment is also an acknowledgement of your actions. We will not tolerate any disobedience. Zacharias, you're hereby fired for failing to meet the standards we uphold.
Amir fired this player called Zach for not being good enough at his job. He walked out and started going around to other mansions to see if someone else would hire him. He would later be finding a job at the Hefes. Today, the Mafia had big plans. Suit, by working for the Blackwells all this time, had gathered intel on their fortune. Under the mansion, there was a vault containing millions in gold and weapons. Tonight, they were gonna steal them. But before that, they had to try again to get Shuf. This time, Suit wrote a book for Blanky, one of Shuf's men.
Okay, there doesn't seem to be anyone around over here. Tonight we're gonna be robbing the vault underneath the Blackwell's manor. When we get there, it'll be me, you, and Soot going in, and we're going to need you to blow up the vault door.
I don't have explosives.
How's your time as a bartender?
Trivial. Every single person who steps to this bar angers me.
Okay, and you?
The book, the gun, and the bullet are in the chest behind me. Grab it and prepare for tonight.
Zeke took the book and gun, drank the invisibility potion and made his way to the Goodwins. Luckily for him, while going down the pass, Blanky was coming his way. He stopped him and dropped the goods. Blanky opened the first page of the book, and when he realized what it was, headed to a silent place to be able to read it.
Hello, Blanky. You think your title can cover your tracks. I know more than you know about yourself. Therefore, I'm giving you two options. Option 1. You kill Choof123. He's too much of a threat to be kept. You will dispose of him. Or, you can go with option 2. Your secrets run wild, and everyone, and I mean everyone, will learn what you have done.
Meanwhile, back at the Blackwells, the VIP had arrived. His name is Soggy and is one of Amir's business partners. He gave him a tour of the property and then they enjoyed a talent show that they were hosting that day. Shuf was at the talent show and started heading back home. With him was a couple of his men and Ghost, member of the Blackwells and Amir's brother. Shuf went to talk with him privately to try gathering information on the Blackwells. They arrived home and went upstairs into Shuf's office.
Hello, Blanky.
Shuf.
Blanky.
Bro.
Blanky, don't do it. What are you doing, Blanky, with the gun?
My family. I don't have a
Blanky, we can talk about it. We can solve it.
I have to do it.
You do what you gotta do.
Oh.
What just happened? What did I just...
That's the sheriff of our town.
I see.
You need to say it out loud.
I need you to explain this to the rest of your family. It is urgent.
The Mafia had failed again at killing Shuf, but what they had planned for tonight, it could not fail. The plan is to create a distraction during the gathering for Suit, Sor and Zeke to be able to sneak into the vault. Killing someone would be a perfect distraction, but that is a risky job. Only someone who is mad at the Blackwells would accept such a deal. Someone who would have gotten fired on bad terms.
You worked so hard for the household and this is how they repay you.
Despicable.
It's disappointing. Well, I can give you something way more than they could ever give you. Zach, I'm giving you the opportunity to become more than just yourself. Something that people can stand for. I'm sure you've been made aware, but a VIP has entered the Blackwell household. As the head of the Mafia, I'm going to give you a task. I believe he's going to be giving a speech of sorts, and you are going to discard of this very important person. I will have someone drop off your gun.
Thank you.
Suit convinced him. Zach was hired for tonight's job. When the sun started to set, members of the rich families put their best outfits on and made their way to the Blackwell estate.
They asked like why I'm here. Oh, thank you.
Have yourselves a wonderful time.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay.
Lovely to see you again.
Everyone was chilling inside, getting to meet new people and drinking. Outside, Zach was in position. He had an invisibility potion and a weapon, ready to fire it through a window when the time comes. The VIP was the target.
I'd like to thank again the Blackwell family for this wonderful invite. I know that the past couple of days have been absolutely tragic when it comes to this so-called mafia I've been hearing about. It's been absolutely tragic to see that some of your loved ones, some people that you might have known personally have been brutally slain. When it comes to my company and help funding against this revolt, I am very proud that I will continue. What? Oh my god! Whoa.
Oh. Hello? No, I promise, we're just trying to hide from the shooter.
I don't take warning shots.
No, I promise, we're just trying to find safety. We're just trying to find safety. You can lower your weapons, so I promise you.
Is that secure?
Well,
it looks rusted.
Here it is. What do you mean it's rusted?
Okay.
Get to it. I didn't think they had the budget for guards. Alright, Zeke, whenever you're ready.
Booyah.
Thank you for your assistance, Zeke. I don't want to share the pay. Follow me.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
wow.
that's under. Oh.
I knew they were rich, but not this rich. Help yourself. They make it too easy.
How many are left that we're spotting these with now?
I'm slowly whittling it down. It's just meant to be you and me in the end after all. Alright, I think that's everything.
Okay.
The robbery was successful. Sword told Suit he was planning on killing Maker tonight. He made it sound like he had problems with him, for Suit not to suspect anything, but in reality it was to start killing strong members of the Mafia, as his true goal is to kill all of them. Suit did not suspect anything and told him to do as he wished. Sor made his way back to the Hefes and entered Maker's room.
Hey Maker, do you want to take a seat with me?
I'd love to.
Okay, come on, let's have a seat. Listen, I'm really here for one thing. I know you value its family over everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know the matchmaker. They paired me to someone.
Don't tell me.
What you're doing is putting me at risk. I couldn't care less for me, but if anything happens to me, then they die too. Good night.
Shut up, listen. Enough's enough, okay? We've been failing over and over again, and I'm done with it. The same thing happens every morning, and we're not winning. I'm tired of losing my family, losing friends, and losing the war against this damn mafia.
Amir,
We'll name names. Yes, Yusuf.
Amir. Yesterday during the boat, we had a conversation. I accused Maker, and everyone jumped at me like I was some crazy man, and it turned out I was right.
Like all the other days, on the morning everyone gathered for the votes. After some debating, multiple people were eliminated, mainly civilians, and one mafia member called Nenzai, member of the Hefe family. At the Blackwells, or should I say the Brokewells, the news about the vault being broken into and the robbers spread quickly. Everyone was made aware of what had happened, and looking for the people responsible for that was everyone's #1 priority. Amir met up with Shuf to discuss this matter.
We've been robbed, everything left open.
Yeah,
we've lost a lot.
Clear to me that your security system isn't good enough. You need a list. You need to know your people. I think there are traitors amongst your people. Have you checked out Soccer? Do you know whether he's...
I'm suspicious of Soccer. I'm very suspicious.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
But while Amir was busy doing that, the head of the crew, Brother Na, asked for a couple of the maids to meet him outside the mansion in his house.
Because like, how do I say this?
I mean,
don't
with
run.
Odds.
Brazerna is part of the Mafia, and with the help of Suit, he managed to secure a couple kills this morning to cause even more chaos within the Blackwell, making it harder for them to focus on one issue at a time. At the Hefes, Sor also had plans. Killing all the Mafia members alone is too big of a challenge. Sor thought that by befriending Shuf and hinting him towards some of the Mafia members, he could take care of them and get them killed. Sor went to the Goodwin's house and had a talk with Shuf.
You want to know what I think? I think the Mafia boss is one of my friends. He's a guy I talk to a lot, actually. Every time I go out, every time I visit the Blackwell mansion, every time I want to take a drink.
The Blackwell bartender?
Don't act dumb, Sor. You've thought about it before. I feel something in your voice is wrong.
I have a lot of info on the Hefe family.
Let me guess. You came here with some information with hope that I could help you. You think I can do something about it?
In exchange for putting a good word on their name, Sor gave out a bunch of names to Shuf. Sor sold out the Phantom Void, one of Shuf's employees who was part of the Mafia, and his boss, the new head of the Hefe house, a player called Geoshot. He is Maker's son, and as Maker died yesterday, he was the new head of the Hefe family. Without losing time, Shuf and Gonkas made their way to the maid's quarters and took out Phantom.
You're Mafia, aren't you?
No, I have information. I was I was in the same room.
Why are you struggling? Are you scared? You just confirmed it to me. Gonkas, do it.
To deal with all the problems at hand, all the heads of the families decided to meet up. Amir, Galaxy, Shuf, and Geo all met up in Amir's office at the Blackwells.
In a bit of a pickle. Seems like many people have been...
Sor is a nice guy.
I agree, but...
He gave me information. Geo, this is not something that can be discussed, okay? Sor is on our side. I don't want to hear you say that again.
After the meeting, Shuf asked for Sor to try to get Geo to come to the Goodwin's estate, alone for a supposed meeting with him. Once they arrive, Shuf took Geo for a walk around the place.
Get me some vodka, please. 2 vodkas then. That's our vodka. We grow it with our own homemade potatoes. My gardeners, before they died, they made it themselves. Let's drink. To the dead again. Walk. I didn't bring you out here just to admire the view, didn't I? Remember my handmade...
You just told me the story after all.
It wasn't enough. I'm still feeling unsatisfied, unfulfilled. And something in my gut is telling me that you're Mafia, Geo.
Wouldn't you want to take this up then in the meeting tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning? You want to wait till tomorrow? Sor, sometimes you have to get your hands dirty. Gonkas, you do what you gotta do.
Wait, no. Wait.
Geo was dead, and very little members of the Mafia were left. Sor told Shuf that the person who killed the VIP was the person who got fired from the Blackwells yesterday, and with that info, it was a matter of time before Zack gets killed as well. It was looking very good for Sor and his plan. But before everyone goes to bed, earlier today Amir decided to confiscate a gun Suit owned to defend the bar. Sometimes things could get heated at the bar and Suit would use this licensed gun to take care of that. He didn't really take that well that the gun was confiscated, and decided to leave a note and another gun inside of Amir's office. Shortly after, Amir found it.
Hello, Sir Amir. A man with no honor. You suspected an innocent man and took away his one tool to defend his bar. But since you're so eager to get your hands on a gun of your own, choice 1, use the gun on Sodax. Kill him. Or choice 2, he spread the information on how you actually got all of your money.
Can you read the book?
I have read it. I see the last page. What does it mean?
Sodax, I have to shoot you.
But there's 2 choices. If you really love me as a brother, you choose a second choice. We could run away.
I'm sorry, Sodax.
The moon was high in the sky, and it was late at night. The agent decided to contact the detective again and ask him to check Soccer, who Shuf had suspicions on. Galaxy trusted this call, and it was revealed to him that Soccer is Mafia. While Galaxy was doing that, under him in the maid quarters of his mansion, something was about to happen. Two Mafia members, Sam and Zach, made their way to the vendor mills. They broke the window to the maids' quarters and killed all of them. At the start of the 5th day, everyone gathered for the votes, and not like usually, the Mafia were getting pretty cornered as not many of them were left, and multiple of them got eliminated this morning. Only 4 Mafia members were left: Sor, Soot, Zach, and Sam. But Soot had a plan to try to buy them time, for the attention to be on other people. Yesterday when Amir shot Sodax, Soot was hiding near a window with one of the Blackwell employees. With both of them as witness of the murder, Soot managed to convince all of the Blackwell employees to revolt. They all went into Amir's office and requested explanations.
I looked out a window on the 2nd floor, and there I see you alone, holding a gun.
If no one wants to believe me, I'm happy with that. That's fine. I'll leave this household. I've lost my money, I've lost my family, I've lost everything, and you're still accusing me?
Amir didn't want to reveal the truth and kept on lying. But no one was buying it, and after a long conversation, he decided to leave the mansion temporarily and put someone else in charge. He went to the Goodwins to ask help from Shuf, who allowed him to spend the night at their place until things were resolved.
Is this the part where we pretend like we're friends and you ask me to stay at my house? I don't think you're bad. I think you were forced to do it. It's something that happens. So tell me, Amir.
It's true. Yeah.
You did it.
After talking with Shuf, Amir confessed to his crimes, but most importantly, told him the name of the person they fired a couple days ago. With that info, Shuf finally knew who killed the VIP. Shuf gathered all of his men and they made their way to the Hefe house. They all went looking for Zach, and info was that he was working as a cook. They all bursted into the kitchen and blocked the entrance. They confronted Zach and started talking with him.
And I wanted to talk to you in private about them because I've heard they fired you.
They did fire me. I'm personally,
Why?
I was unjust. That firing should have not happened.
I know, it wasn't the only firing that happened because you did fire a gun at the gala. Good night for you, huh? Good shot. I don't know how you got it. I didn't even see you shoot.
You don't know how I got it because it didn't happen, Chief.
Donkus pulled out the gun.
Oh my god.
Zach is dead, and with this, only 3 more Mafia members were left. One of them is Sam, who was a good friend of Zach, and when he heard the news, he was really not happy and decided to take revenge for his friend. When the Goodwins went back home, he armed himself and entered the building. Nettie, who was near the window, spotted him. She went upstairs to alert Shuf and Gonkas.
Right, all of you do what I say or you're dead. Right, get up against the wall. Get up against the wall. Okay, right, who killed Zach?
That would be Truth.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Okay, you guys stay here. I'm gonna look for Truth. If you don't stay here, all 3 of you are dead. Okay? Is that understood?
Yes.
Understood.
Shoot him!
Unfortunately, Sam killed someone, but they managed to control the situation and get him eliminated. Only 2 more Mafia were remaining, but Sor didn't want to give up Soot to Shuf. They wanted to deal with it alone.
We came from nothing, me and Gonkus here. We used to play in the streets as kids. We come from nothing. And not only did we have to bend the rules and get our hands dirty, we did everything we had to do to get our goal, no matter what it was. So tell me, Sor, what are you gonna do?
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. That's the last lesson I think I had to give you.
Sor took advantage of all the chaos that was happening and told Sue to follow him so they can both go meet somewhere calm and discuss what to do next, as they were the 2 only members of the Mafia who were remaining.
Yeah, I'll be honest, most of the people in my mansion are, especially most of the maids and butlers, are kind of insufferable. But I actually found one that's kind of sweet.
Oh, really? Being up here really does remind me how the group used to be. I mean, just the three of us. Well, it just did start with me and you, and then we added Maker, and then the others followed along. I feel like we became so much more than just a Mafia group. These houses, they don't have to be our entire lives. We don't have to spend each day just blindlessly following the rich. It doesn't matter that their shoes are golden, they still walk the same ground as us. We did really have a good thing going.
I mean, you're acting like it's going anywhere.
Well, it is, so you think I don't know?
Don't know what?
Why'd you do it, so? Those were people a part of our group, so tell me why. Why did you do it?
That's how it started, so, but I met someone that changed everything, and after I met them, I met someone brand new that taught me so much.
You meet one person and your views go out the window?
Look, we're two sides of the same coin, and I'm the side that's not gonna be afraid to get their hands dirty anymore.
So?
I'm sorry. I don't have a choice.
All of the Mafia was dead. Sor was almost there. The plan was almost complete. They are so near to be free and live happy with their partner. All that was remaining is killing the rest of the roles and players. The last challenge is killing Shuf. Sor made it to the Goodwin's garden and watched carefully. Gunkas couldn't be here when this was happening, or else he would be able to defend Shuf. After a lot of waiting, Gunkas finally walked out of the house. Sor went in and asked for Shuf to come outside with him.
Took your advice, by the way. I used to survive off of rations, now I have a stack of bread.
After killing a bunch of people, I think you stacked some bread, don't you?
By a bunch of people, you mean one? Stood?
What about Maker?
Come on. We've been for. Do you see? I know you don't trust anyone, but after everything, you think it's me?
Kid, drop the act. I know. I've always known. I just like you, so I kept you around, and you had good information, but I want to hear it from you. So drop the act. It's about time.
Everything I did it for her.
The truth comes out. The gun comes out. For her, huh? She must be special. Can you tell me what the lessons I taught you were again?
Trust no one. Be ready to get your hands dirty.
Yeah, well, look behind you. Did you forget about trust no one? It's the first one, kid. It's the first one. How could you forget this rule? How could you be so stupid? You've been impressing me this whole time. You've survived everything. Killed your peers. Killed your enemies. I was the last obstacle. Gunkas, do what you gotta do.
I guess it's a draw then.
Gunkas, kill him. I can't watch this. A draw. What did he mean by a draw? Oh no, run!
What? We can set a bomb underneath their mansion, and well, if you hear a single gunshot go, then flick the lever and close your eyes.
Okay. Sor had a plan B. In case killing Shuf failed, Tilly was positioned under the meeting spot with a bunch of TNT minecart ready to ignite. Sor tried tirelessly to achieve their goal, being the last one alive with Tilly, manipulating the Mafia, killing some of their own, and even betraying Suit. The plan was perfect. Everything was supposed to end the way they planned. All of this for nothing. Shuf and Gunkas both died in the explosion, but their hard work was not left unnoticed. The Mafia was eliminated and the civilians had won because of them.
Okay, well, I have a gift for you.
Yeah?
Close your eye. Okay, you can open them.
Oh, this is lovely. Wait, is this yours?
We're our own team. We don't need to be Mafia. We're not Mafia. We're not civilian. We can just be us, you know? We'll make it work.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I'll protect you.
And thanks for telling me. Mafia or not, I'd still want to be up here with you.
Being fair like Suit, ready for everything like Shuf, or planning it all out like Sor. Sometimes in life, things will just not go the way we expect them to. On this note, I hope you enjoyed the video. My videos take ages to make, and if you want to support my work, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the join button below. On this, it's been Ray, and I'll see you next time.